Hey guys, Happy Dude here, and here we have another BMW from the James Bond franchise. This is the Z8 from the movie The World Is Not Enough. It's in scale 118, made out of die-cast from the brand Kyosho. And we are going to compare it with this one. The Z8 from the brand Autoart, and I always like it when you can see the car inside the box. Let's start with the Kyosho. This model comes with a roof, and here it is. One of my favorite BMW models. It's also one of my favorite convertibles. It's such a beautiful design. I would like to own a real one, but it's way too expensive. Okay, now let's take the Autoart out of the box. It comes with a very nice display stand, and as you can see, it's at an angle like this and also like this. And here's a quick look around of the Z8 from Autoart. Now this one is in better shape, so please take that in mind when you watch this review. Let's start with a roll test. First up, the Kyosho. And now the Autoart. Oh wow, this one rolls a lot better. There's no working suspension, and on both models you can turn the wheels and the steering wheel will also move with it. The measurements for both cars are exactly the same, and that is 24 centimeters long, 7 centimeters high, and 10 centimeters wide. Now, more weight does not always mean that it's better quality, but it can be a good indication, especially if you have two of the same cars. And the Kyosho weighs 913 gram or 32.2 ounce. And the Autoart weighs 619 gram or 21.8 ounce. Now let's take a look under the car. First up, the Kyosho. You can see the fuel tank, the differential, the exhausts, and even the heat shields. That looks pretty realistic. Yeah? And the gearbox is also there. Okay. Oh, and even the rubbers on the steering wheel. Very nice. And here's the Autoart. Now, I don't see rubbers on there. We also don't have the triangles. The exhausts and heat shields look less detailed. Same with the differential and fuel tank. So this is a win for the Kyosho. Okay, now let's take a look at the paint job of the Kyosho. Looks pretty nice, but this one is a bit in a rougher shape than the Autoart. So please take that in mind. But it looks pretty good to me. The quality of the paint job is about the same. But my Autoart model is just in better condition. So it's very hard to pick a winner here, but when I'm looking at the paint itself and the gloss, I'm thinking that the Autoart is the winner. And here's a front view of the Kyosho. And here's a front view of the Autoart. I think the Autoart is the winner here. We just have a little bit more detail in the radiator grille, the logo, and the lights look a bit more realistic. Here you can see the lights up close. This is the Kyosho. Now the quality and the detail is a lot better on this Autoart, but the Kyosho is more correct because the outer light is slightly bigger than the inner light. Here you can see them next to each other. And here's a side view of the Kyosho. And here's a side view of the Autoart. Now let's take a closer look at the wheels. This is the Kyosho. When the wheels turn, the disc brakes and brake calipers remain in place. We don't have any suspension, and I don't think the brake calipers were gold on this model. No, they were just black. And now the wheels on the Autoart. As you can see, the brake calipers here are black, as they supposed to be. And the wheels look also a tiny bit different, and it works just the same as on the Kyosho. And here's a rear view of the Kyosho. And here's the Autoart. And again, I'm going to let this one win. And in my personal opinion, this is one of the best rear ends on a car I have ever seen. Now, let's dive into the interior. This is the Kyosho. We have some dials, all the knobs are there. The floor mats feel real. Same for the seats, they feel like real leather. And they have a cushion feel to it. Here's a better view of the seats. We also have some seat belts. Let me open up the door so you can see the door step. Yeah. And here's the Autoart. Now the door panel already looks a lot better. And ooh, look at the dials and the steering wheel. That looks a lot more detailed and also a lot more accurate to the real BMW Z8. Now let me open up the door so you can see the door step. And we also have seat belts in here. And also some soft floor mats. But the seats feel like just plastic. But even though the seats are not soft and don't feel realistic, they do look very good. Now let's take a look at the engine. This is the Kyosho and it looks pretty good, but that engine doesn't look like the correct one. Let's take a look at the Autoart. Yes, this is how it should be. Not only is it completely like the real one, but it looks super detailed. This is how that mighty V8 from the BMW M5 should look. Oh, and the Autoart has a working gadget. Watch this. When you press the center console right here, I'm going to do it with a piece of plastic so I don't break off the gear stick. You have to press this piece right here and watch what happens. Okay, that's so cool. 1,000 points for the Autoart. And yes, it's left and right. And to pop them back in, first turn them like this, and then you simply press them in. Now the Kyosho doesn't have rockets that pop out on the side, but it does have a roof. It feels very realistic. Let me put it down now so you can see it. So that looks pretty good. But overall, I think the Autoart is the big winner here. Or do you disagree with me? Let's discuss it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and maybe subscribe. And you all have a nice day now. Bye.